Welcome to Hollywood Impact. My name is Eric Grubbs. With me, as always, Double C, my man.
Hello, Eric.
Christian McCray.
That's right. I'm going to turn it right back on you.
Hey,
Hello, Eric.
Eric.
Hello, Eric.
Eric. What's up, man?
What's up?
So, Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy.
Quick, let me ask you, did you know that The Fall Guy was a TV show in the 80s?
No.
You didn't know
Nope.
that this is like a kind of a, it's not really a remake, but yeah, there was a TV show that ran in the early 80s.
This sounds familiar, but no, not one that I've seen.
Really?
Yeah, promise.
Wow.
I wouldn't lie to you.
So this movie stars, what's Pretty Boy's name?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
That one guy from like all those really popular
That's
movies.
really good. Directed by David Leitch. Ryan plays a stuntman. Colt
He
Seavers
does.
is his character's name.
Yeah.
David Leitch, the director, was also a stuntman. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Well, you know all this
How much
information.
research? Did you do any research?
Not on this movie.
Okay.
I went into this movie like, you know what? I'm looking for just a good, fun action movie, and that's what I
That's
got.
what you got?
That's what I got. Very,
Give
very
me-
simple.
Let's hear your initial thoughts then.
I thought that this is a surprisingly good movie. I came into this thinking like it could probably be like a 6.5 to 7. It'll be like an all right movie. This movie is actually really good.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like it's a rom-com action thriller of sorts. It kind of blends in a lot of genres in here, but the romance in this movie is actually like worth investing your brain power into, because usually there's a lot of romances that are very cliche. I kind of check out a little bit, but no, in this movie, it's one of those rare cases where you're like, I really hope they get the happy ending, because like they have Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt have great chemistry in this movie.
Tremendous,
It's so good, and Emily Blunt is one of the best actresses of our time. And I absolutely believe that to be the case.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place. She's an Oppenheimer. I mean, is there anything that she can't do?
She's got some range.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
she can do it all.
And she's funny in this movie.
She is funny.
This movie is also really funny.
Yeah.
This movie had me laughing and chuckling out loud. So, overall, I think it's really good.
Yeah, I love this movie. I saw it twice,
You saw it twice?
but I need to come clean of why I saw it twice.
Okay.
So sometimes I have a bad habit, and you can ask my kids this. I fell asleep for like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
And I was so pissed off whenever I woke up, because I woke up and it's the middle of the scene where it's like the dumpster and the trash truck, and he's like surfing on the thing.
That's a cool scene, though.
And I'm like, how did I miss this? So I was like, and it's weird because like I'll say the boys and I will go watch like a Marvel movie, or, and it's not because I'm not enjoying the movie, but it's because I'm old, and I'll just doze off, and they'll wake me up, and I get mad. I get real defensive about it.
Really?
Like, Dad, you were asleep. I'm like, no, I wasn't. When I clearly was. Dad, you were snoring. No, I wasn't. And I don't know why I do that.
That's funny.
But I totally do. But yeah, so I had to go back and I had to watch it again, and I'm glad I did. But I love this movie. So just to give you a little background.
Okay.
So this TV show, The Fall Guy, starred Lee Majors. Lee Majors was also the $6 billion man, $6 million man.
Yep.
Like he had the bionic arm and stuff like that. So in the TV show, he does play a stuntman, but he's also moonlights as a bounty hunter.
Okay.
And the show ran 5-6 seasons,
Okay.
something like that. And like the music, like the intro music for the TV show is the same song that they played at the end of the movie when they're
Okay,
showing
yeah.
some of the different stunts. So there's some homages there to that I thought was kind of neat. Like the same Ryan Gosling drove the same truck, the big GMC pickup truck. That's
Yep.
the same truck that he had in the show.
That's cool.
But no, I absolutely, this is a movie I needed to watch because we've watched some heavy stuff.
We have.
Like Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare wasn't really that heavy, but it was super violent.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
and you big timed me on Monkey Man, so you didn't even watch that. But that was
Sorry.
that was pretty dark and super violent. And then of course, Civil War is still sitting with me a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And
For sure.
So and then Dune Part 2. Dune's not your typical sci-fi.
No.
So this was like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
This, I was like in that Roadhouse, that kind of vibe. We're like, all right, let's just sit down and have some fun and watch a movie.
Yeah.
And this did it. This
It was a
so
very
good.
fun movie. And if you haven't seen all those other ones, you should go
Check
check
them
them out. By
yeah.
the way.
But no, we'll go spoiler free on this. But what was
Yeah.
one of your favorite? What's some of your favorite scenes?
Some of my favorite scenes. It's got to be spoiler free.
You can describe it a little bit. I
mean,
not giving away any plot points.
I love that garbage truck scene.
That scene's dope.
Was so cool. The practical effects they use in this movie are so cool, and I
Yeah.
love how at the end of the movie they actually show like a lot of the stuff that they had shot. But actually, I think one of my favorite scenes, because I was laughing out loud, was when. So the actual concept of this film is this guy, Cole, is a stunt guy, and the guy that he stunts for is kind of a douchebag, and he has a major accident.
That's Aaron Taylor Johnson, by the way.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
And he's really good in this.
Yeah, so he tries to come back to being a stunt guy, and we won't get into all the stuff with that. But he has this relationship fling-ish thing with this girl named Jody, who is played by Emily Blunt. And there's a scene early on in the movie where like he's trying to move on, but he can't. He's trying to be professional about it. So he sits in his truck and he starts playing the Taylor Swift song. And it was so funny.
She's like, were you crying? No.
No. She like knocks on the window and
really
he goes. Yeah. That was one of my favorite scenes. Other favorite scenes.
I like the one that you mentioned at first when he's, the dumpster and the garbage truck. So that's going on. Well, at the same time, Jody is singing karaoke.
Yeah.
And Emily Blunt she's so cute singing that song too. But the back and forth between the karaoke and that and the girl fighting in the front seat
just works.
And the dog, it was good.
Yes, so good.
Yeah.
I love when he goes to the party. And he's like in the neon. He's
like, yeah.
He's trying to I can't get into all that, but it's just a fun movie. Like this is a fun, casual, simple movie. It sets out to do A, B, and C, and it accomplishes A, B, C, and D. Being very fun, using a lot of practical effects, and bringing to light like the acknowledgement of how hard it really is to be a stunt person.
Yeah.
And how cool it is, by the way.
Oh, man, it would be a cool job.
Because, like, a lot of my favorite scenes, like, I don't even think, other than the few that we've mentioned, I don't have, like, a scene that's like, oh, these 5-10 minutes are, like, the best scene. It's, like, a lot of little things. And that's what makes this movie good, is it's not just, like, one or two scenes where you're like, oh, well, there was all this stuff, and then these two scenes were great. It was like, oh, every 5 minutes, something's funny, something's heartfelt, something's action-packed. It had it all.
When he's in the club, the fight scene there, the way they did that
was so cool.
It was so cool. We won't give it away why, but it's
definitely
worth checking out.
It is absolutely worth checking out.
You could go, I mean, there's so many that were just fun to watch, when he's doing the stunts and she's asking him questions on the megaphone, so everybody's listening to what she's asking. And he's answering back, and then the guy in the alien suit, he's like, give me the megaphone. And starts talking. We're like, no.
Something so weird.
So weird.
Can't you just gotta see it. It's so hard not to talk about it.
Yeah, it did make me like I like Jason Momoa again. I won't get too much into it, but I kind of like him again. He was cool in this after phoning it in for Aquaman 2.
Yeah.
But, this is a movie that my mom would have gone to see because her and dad used to watch the TV show.
Yeah.
And if she liked Ryan Gosling, she would like him. She would like Emily Blunt. And I guarantee she would take all the grandkids, go watch this movie, and then when it came out on DVD, she's buying the DVD.
Yeah.
But no, it's got something. It's something for everybody, and it's pretty much almost all ages. I mean, you could take
it's not overly explicit about anything. And
no, I mean the crowd that I saw was kind of a mix of, young date night kind of couples. And then I saw some older couples there that probably watched the show, and it was really good.
I don't even remember seeing that much like blood in it, if at all.
No, not blood.
No. So it's a very like the heart of the story is about the relationship between Cole and Jody. Colt. My bad. Colt and Jody. And I like how they use a lot of like lingo about like, you know, like stuntman stuff and like directorial stuff. It's almost like surreal because you're like, they were filming people who were filming something fake, and you don't. It's like a mirror within a mirror kind of thing. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
You know, they're going through like all these stunts, and you kind of get to see like the process of them just like walking around and getting hooked up to all this stuff. And Winston Duke is in this movie.
He was good.
So good.
He was
What a
messing
good
up the
actor.
lines though. From the, he was doing the movie lines. He wasn't getting them right.
He got some of them close enough.
I know. I wonder if that was intentional.
I think that was intentional because I don't think they would purposely. Well,
He's like,
maybe.
in the one fight, he's like Daniel Day-Lewis, and then he throws like the axe. He's like Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
He's just saying random characters' names as
Yeah.
he's fighting them. But he was
He
good.
did do Rocky though.
Yeah, but he didn't get the line right.
No, but he did do Rocky.
He did do
so,
Rocky. Yeah. Believe me, I would know if he got
Oh
that
yeah,
line right.
this guy would know.
Yeah.
My gosh,
But Aaron Taylor Johnson he's really good.
he's really good, and I didn't expect him to have the role that he did.
Yeah.
Obviously, still no spoilers, but there's a lot of things in here that I think overall this is why this is an unexpected surprise. I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks all right, and then you and a few others were like, oh, I can't wait to see this movie, and I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. I mean, like, there's a lot of people that are hyped up over it, so I'll go watch it. And I watched it, and I was like, that was good.
People need to go see this movie.
Go
it's
see
so
this
much
movie.
fun. You'll feel good after you watch it.
Absolutely.
It's just I really really liked it. The music. The soundtrack was really cool too.
The music's good. The action is really well choreographed. Ryan Gosling, what an actor he is. He's
Yeah, he's
got so
good.
much range.
Can we put him and Emily Blunt in the MCU somehow? Or is like his
I
X-Men
wish.
maybe?
Emily Blunt was originally rumored to be
Sue-
Sue Storm, but she
Okay.
didn't get it. Somebody else.
So
got
they
it.
already cast Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah. Oh, you,
Well, I knew the one
this
guy.
was weeks ago.
Well, I knew the one guy, Pedro Pascal.
is Reed Richards.
All right. Well, who's the other ones?
I actually don't know a lot of their names.
Okay.
There's some people that I don't know super well, so I don't know them off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I was not prepared to bring this up. So
That's okay. This movie though. When I always think about would a sequel work, and it's one of the weird situations where I hope they just kind of leave it alone.
yeah,
Just leave it a good standalone movie. If they would have hinted at him being a bounty hunter like the original show was, then I could see some continuation.
yeah.
But if they do anything else with this, I think a TV show would work with entirely different cast.
I
It's
see.
just separate from this movie because just this movie's good.
I think you could do one more movie. I wouldn't make it like a franchise.
Right.
You could do one
Maybe
more
sequel,
movie.
Sure.
But I agree. I think you should kind of leave it as it is, and pretty soon we'll give our ratings on this. And I rate a movie based on how I can rewatch this movie, how many times I can rewatch this movie. So
You want to get into that? You want to rate them?
Sure. Well, why not? Let's go ahead and do it.
Okay.
I'm going to give this an 8.5. I think this is a solid movie. The only reason why I don't give it a 9 or above is because it kind of takes a lot of tropes from other action movies. It is very unique in its own sense, but is this something that's like groundbreaking? No. It's a casual, fun, simple movie. I've said this like 7 times, and that's all it needs to be. I don't think anybody would ever say this is a perfect film, but it is a really solid, good watch, and
Yeah.
I would gladly go watch this again.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm going higher, dude. I'm giving it a 9.
Going to 9?
5.
9.5.
9.5, dude. Christian, I love this movie.
That's
It's-
where averages out to a 9.
This movie is just, again, like I said earlier, it's just something I needed. just I needed to watch this after some of these other things we've
That's fair.
been reviewing. It
Yeah.
was just a breath of fresh air, and Mother's Day is right around the corner, so it made me start thinking about
Sure.
Mom because she would have loved this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a 9.5 for me. Highly recommend. Go to the theater, date night, whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
Go enjoy it.
Yes. Real quick, I did want to say, how blessed are we that this has been a great year for movies.
Oh, it
You
has.
know?
Yeah.
I have yet to see a movie this year where I'm like, this sucks, or this is not very good. And usually every year there's like a handful, or like really disappointing movies. We're almost to June, and
so far so good.
so far so good. We've had some really good movies this year.
Yeah.
And
Is it because we haven't had the Marvel ones yet?
I don't know. I don't think Deadpool and Wolverine will be bad.
No, I think
so.
it's going to be fine.
Yes, and so I'm just saying it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Because it feels like after years of like up and down movie roller coasters, and the Oscars, which I think is kind of a sham nowadays.
even watch it anymore.
I used to be excited for it, not anymore. But I think that we're just very blessed that right now we're kind of finally seeing, back to a rise in like film quality.
Yeah.
Because this year, even some surprises, things that we haven't seen, like the recent release of Abigail, which is like a vampire movie, which I actually heard is
That
a good movie.
That looks cool.
And but we've had some really high highs in the past few years, really low lows, and I'm excited to see how this year pans out because with the lineup we have for the rest of the year,
Summer looks good.
summer looks real good.
Real good.
And summer last year was not very good.
Yeah.
So, real excited.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, guys, that's it for us. Please like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think. As always, I'm Eric. This is Christian. Thank you very much.